What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we are going to be reviewing the latest bowling ball by 900 Global, the Harsh Reality Pearl. Before we get into any of that, guys, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Our next big major milestone is 50,000 subscribers, and with your help, we can absolutely get there. If you like the jersey I'm wearing in this video or in any of my videos, you can go to coolwick.com, promo code Napoles10. That'll get you 10% off your entire order. Then down below in the description, there should be a link where you can pre-order a Harsh Reality or the ball spinner that the ball is sitting on. It's a great way to help support the channel. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the Harsh Reality Pearl. The colors are very, very similar to that of the Harsh Reality Solid, right? The big difference is going to be that it's going to be a pearl additive in the cover. So it's not going to be a solid, it's going to be a pearl. Same core, same base formula for the cover. That's going to be the big thing. If we look at the box here, we're going to see that the cover stock is the Reserve Blend 902 Pearl instead of 902 Solid. The weight block is the Disturbance Asymmetric AI core. So again, the exact same core that was in the Harsh Reality. Comes out of box with that React to Gloss finish. Core numbers in 15 pounds are 2.48, 0.054 differential, and 0.019 PSA or the mass bias differential. So very strong core with a strong pearl cover stock. With the layout, I went with the same typical layout that I use on all my reviews, being 30 by 4.5 by 30. The biggest differences are going to be the logo on this ball are green instead of, I think, yellow in the Solid. But that pearl additive should make the ball be much cleaner through the fronts and much more pop down lane. Now, one of the things I always liked about the Reality series is that for a Solid, it was always a ball that tipped a little bit down lane. So being a pearl, it should be even more. And I can't help but wonder and think, how similar is this going to be to the Altered Reality? That ball was a really good asymmetrical pearl. Let me know down below in the comments, guys. Are you guys excited for this Harsh Reality Pearl? Why or why not? We're going to be here at South Point on lane 64 on a basically fresh, typical house shot. We'll see you on the lanes. All right, guys, the very first shot right out of the box with the Harsh Reality Pearl. Okay, that was literally the first shot right out of the box. What I noticed right away is just how much cleaner it is than the Harsh Reality Solid, but we already knew it was going to do that because it is a pearl. What did surprise me is how much motion it produced down lane. Even though it is a pearl, it is still a very big asymmetric core. Let's see if we can repeat that. That was a good first shot. Yeah, that was a really good first shot out the box. We're going to go to the same spot, try to repeat that. Yeah, that's really good. It feels really strong. What I'm trying to figure out now is this going to be one of those Asym pearls that's really good on the fresh, kind of like No Rules Pearl from back in the day? Or is this going to be a asymmetric pearl that's going to be good more like in transition, kind of like that DNA coil, kind of like that Virtual Energy Blackout? Based on those first two shots, I think this is going to be a really good fresh option, just because of how strong that cover is. Yeah, based on what I'm seeing right now, I think this is going to be a really good fresh option. If you need something strong that's going to clear the fronts. Threw that really bad. Still saw it split the 8-9. Kind of spun that one. My swing got a little discombobulated. But all in all, I think that this is going to be a really good option. Let me know if you want to see a video comparing some of these asymmetric solids, or asymmetric pearls, sorry, just to see how different they really are. If you need one versus the other, I can already tell you that this is much stronger, much earlier, much maybe smoother than that DNA coil. So just let me know in the comments. All right, let's focus up on what we've been working on. That last shot was pretty bad, but the ball still looked pretty good here. Missed in. Yeah, that is really strong. Like, I miss in, and typically when you miss in on a house shot, especially with something with polish, it's just gonna kind of glide through the fronts. That had zero hold. I mean, yes, it is a house shot, but the biggest concentration of oil is right there in the middle. I missed in, and there was no hold. So just keep that in mind, that this is really strong, even though it's a pearl. Yeah, that shot right there alone tells me that this is not going to be like a good transitional ball. This is going to be a ball that I'm going to throw in the fresh for sure. Yeah, especially when it does that. The first ball that came to mind when I started throwing this ball was obviously the altered reality. But if you go even further back, like an asymmetric pearl that I loved on the fresh, different color scheme, but similar kind of roll, was that No Rules pearl. If you guys remember that, that was a really good ball on the fresh for a big asym pearl. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here out of this ball motion. Let's keep throwing some more shots. Yeah, I don't necessarily think this ball rolls like a No Rules pearl, but that same kind of really good asym pearl for the fresh. Oh, I wish that would have bounced and took out that 10 pin. I think that this is going to be a good one. Because it's a pearl that can be used on the fresh, I think pretty confidently, I think that this is going to be a good one. I think that if there's early friction on a high friction house shot, I think that this could be a really good option as well. Now, if there's like super heavy volume, you might not be able to throw this on the fresh. You might want to grab the regular Harsh Reality or the XL or the Absolute Power if you're looking for stronger asyms for heavy volume. But anything below that heavy volume, if you need something to tip down lane, that's where I think this Harsh Reality pearl is really going to come into play. We're going to start inching left little by little here. I feel like this ball can definitely handle it. Oh, I think I threw that slow. It happens to be all the time. I move left and then throw it slow. So we're going to go back to that same spot, but really commit to throwing it firm like we have the last few shots and see what that looks like. All right, same spot here, but again, just throw a better shot, commit to it. It's definitely strong enough to make that corner. There we go, nothing better than a Swisher mixer. Let's keep throwing shots. I think I can keep chasing that left, but because that one came in really light, I don't want to make a huge move off that. All right, so after this shot, I want to tell you something that I changed my mind about on this ball. We'll talk about it after this shot. All right, nice little mixer there. So the big thing that I'm changing my mind about is that this ball is not like a No Rules pearl. It's way smoother. It's like the smoothest asym pearl that I've ever thrown, and I hope you guys are seeing it just based on that shot there. What's up? Yeah, so because of how this ball rolls and how smooth it is, I think that this is definitely going to be just that game one kind of ball. Oh, okay. So off that, I'm gonna move everything in a little bit because it was a wrap 10, and I think that if I move everything in, I think it could look really good. All right, reset that 10 pin, move everything in a little bit here, see how this looks. Ooh, kind of lazy down lane. So that was like a 4-board move. I'm gonna move one back to the right, see if I can get that to be a little bit more flush. All right, so this is gonna be one right off that last shot, and see if I can be more flush, even though I do like those light hits. There we go. Definitely more flush. Of course, I fell off the shot. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Let's throw a few more shots in there and then we'll wrap up this video. Yeah, that spot there was absolutely money. Let's see if we can't repeat that here. Oh, there we go. Oh, it like gets there and it looks like it's gonna scream left and it just doesn't. This is what I tell you about it being a super smooth pearl. I think that this is gonna be a better option for me on the fresh when I can stay a little bit straighter. Like I thought I nutted that shot and I did not. All right, last shot of the video. I'm actually gonna move further in still and not try to shove it right. Let's see what this looks like here. light hit. Okay, I'll throw one more because I want to be flush. Throw one more. All right, this will be the last shot of the video, if it's flush. Okay, that's a good one to end it on. Guys, let me know what you think about this Harsh Reality Pearl. We will see you on the next video.